From Uyo, 20 questions. Many thanks, wonderful members of the audience. Many thanks, wonderful members of the 20 questions community. So nice to have all of you come here to support not only Bush House Nigeria, the brains behind 20 questions, Parlour game on TV, on radio and online, but also Her Excellency, First Lady Martha Udom Emmanuel, in whose honor we hold this just to mark our 22nd birthday, as we say in Bush House, Nigeria. Okay, so the program is a Parlour game. On it, you have a panel. Sometimes there are threesome, sometimes there are more, sometimes there are less. But all they do within the limits, within the confines of 20 questions is to get at a given object. Supplied by the mystery voice and known beforehand only to me, the chairman, and also members of the audience, who of course supply all the applause that you have on the program. I'm super excited to have some great people, some coming from a far field as Southampton in the UK, that is Mrs. Witty Pius, and our sister, Mrs. Peace Diamond. Also, even our brother, Pastor Austin Mike. You know, they are here to celebrate the First Lady with us and to also celebrate our little contributions to humanity. Also have some great citizens of the state and the country who are in the house. I'll be able to introduce them as we progress. But one of those big women, you've seen her since 2015. You would continue to see her even beyond 2023, I can tell you, especially if you are of Uruan Inyangatakbo. She's a lecturer, she's, well, now a politician, public office holder, and one of those women we're very proud of in Uruan and indeed Akwa Ibom State of Nigeria. Dr. Mrs. Itoretim is also in the house. Put your hands together for her. All right, so let me turn my attention quickly to those who make things happen. That's the panelists. First though, let me just tell you, Oboro Okon serves the second term as mystery voice. Put your hands together for Oboro Okon. All right, now the panelists, led by Savior Ekpe. Savior Ekpe, you all know, is the editor-in-chief and publisher of Newsfront newspapers, and I especially like him because he's always there to support. The second person that I'd like to bring is one of our leaders. In spite of all the humility he has, he still remains our leader. He was senior lecturer first at the University of Uyo, then left for Akwa Ibom State University and has continued to make us proud. Currently, he's the head of department, Pole Science in Akwa Ibom State University. Dr. Essien Ukpe. Well, like Dr. Essien Ukpe, the next person that I'm going to introduce, also a tutor. He just started out his life teaching at NCI, that is short for Nigerian Christian Institute, Uyo. Mr. Chuks Agu. I need to just quickly add that Mr. Agu is the immediate past Director General of the 20 Questions community, handed over to a wonderful and fantastic lady who is trying to learn the ropes and make sure she can add value. Favor Florence Favor as the Director General. Okay, my name is Michael Bush. No further ado, let's get down. Mystery voice, object number 1.
Royalty.
Panelists. Abstract. Bad news.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This abstract, is it a noun?
A noun.
Mr. Chairman, is it a virtuous word?
Virtuous.
Mr. Chairman, is it driven by human character?
Yes, it should be. 3 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it 2 words?
I don't understand that question. I just answered it because I had to answer. So if you get along and find out in the course of the program that's not driven by human character, you got to forgive me. 3 questions, panelists. Yes, Savior Ekpe.
1 word.
1 word. 4 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it a political word?
Is it a political word? You know, in Nigeria, we politicize almost everything, but no, not necessarily. But, you know, you can have a drop of politics in it. By the way, Diana Bassi took D. Also nice to have you here. 5 questions.
In the spirit of celebrating the First Lady's birthday, does it have anything to do with the First Lady?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. 6 questions, panelists.
Does it have to do with celebration?
Essien Ukpe PhD, does it have to do with celebration? Well, why not? You can celebrate it. I mean, but I'm not going to give you a round of applause. 7 questions.
If we look at her philanthropic gesture, can we say...
You always like to talk about the First Lady as a philanthropist.
Yes, because of what is actually going on in Ferep. Though, let me stop you.
Chairman, she's the social face of this government. She's the... When we talk about giving, we remember her immediately.
Okay.
The husband is there, he's doing projects, we know. But when we talk about reaching out to the people, giving away homes,
so that's why we are passionate.
We see her.
When you talk about the poor, the sick,
yes,
the children, the women, and yes, sometimes the men too.
Yes.
No, she's been a fantastic, and I'm sure everyone knows us in Bush House, Nigeria. We'll not do this because she's First Lady, but she's first class. You know, she's done well. Please put your hands together again for her. 8 questions, panelists. Have you even forgotten the question that you asked? Yes.
You're not answering.
Okay, what was the question?
Whether it's a
philanthropic?
Yes.
Whether it has something to do with philanthropy? Yes. Why not? I think that when you come with this depth, I mean, you have some to share around. You still will have some who have too much, but they're not sharing anything. And talking about sharing, we commend Mrs. Witty Pius, who's based in Southampton. You know, I see her even as far afield as London, as the UK, where she stays, still struggling, you know, getting on Facebook to try and touch the lives of the people. It's a good thing to do. We should always do that. And that's what First Lady Udom Emmanuel teaches. You know, put your hands together for Mrs. Pius, please. 8 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, does this virtuous word have to do with money?
I've never seen a poor person from this talk. But I don't know whether this has to do with money, but I've never seen when they use this with you and then there'll be no money. I think, yes, it has so much to do with money, but let's not celebrate that. Let's not idolize that. Let's not dignify that. 9 questions, panelists.
So, Chairman, I said when they use this with you, is it a descriptive noun?
Descriptive noun. Descriptive noun. You know, some of you tutors, you come here with your book knowledge so that you come and disgrace the chairman, but God won't let it happen. No, it's not necessarily. It can also go, but not necessarily. 10 questions.
Mr. Chairman, what we are looking for, can we say that recently the First Lady has exhibited this?
Well, when you say has exhibited this recently, it would mean that perhaps it's something new in her. No, this one has been with her. Is it too early to drop you this? Even before she was born. In fact, even before her parents were born, she had this. This was already there. 11 questions, panelists. Even before our parents met, even before the idioms, I'm sure you know, that's how the parents, that's the family name. Even before they came together, man and wife, before Stella and Mr. Idiom came together.
Is it a family thing?
Family, yes, family. 12 questions, panelists. Yes, family.
Mr. Chairman, I know that the First Lady has some royal roots.
Royal roots?
The Dion of Orogonam,
Okay, they have royal roots.
Yeah,
what does that mean, royal roots? So you want me to answer that question?
Is this word royalty related?
Royalty related! Yes, it is! 13 questions, panelists. But let me warn you. Don't follow that applause. Don't be misled by that applause.
Mr. Chairman, sometimes we believe the applause.
More than you do me. Okay. 13 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, let's risk this early.
Yes.
Are we looking for the word royalty?
We're looking for royalty. Oh, no. You remember Obong Samson Odoidion. I'm sure you remember that name. Obong Samson Odoidion was the paternal grandfather of Her Excellency First Lady Martha Udom Emmanuel. And Obong Samson Odoidion was a first-class paramount ruler. Was not just a first-class paramount ruler. He was so huge, he was so massive that the federal government of Nigeria recognized him. They gave him a national title, MON, Member of the Order of the Niger. He was President Shehu Shagari, who honored him. So it shows you that this was a massive paramount ruler, a massive traditional ruler. And we remember and celebrate him today on 20 Questions on behalf of Akwa Ibom State of Nigeria. I'm not so sure about this history, but I'm just going to say it. In the entire history of humanity, the first person to have been paramount ruler of about 3 local government areas at different times. He started out as paramount ruler of Abak local government area, then moved on to being paramount ruler of Ukanafon local government area, and eventually ended up as paramount ruler of Orowanam local government area. So that royalty has always been there, and Her Excellency, even the way she looks, you know that she was born into royalty. So we've been looking for royalty. Give them another round of applause. Mystery Voice, I don't know, that looked too cheap for them. That's such easy cake, even though it's abstract. Just 14 questions, they nailed that. So we're coming back to you, Mystery Voice, for object number 2.
Beauty Queen. Beauty Queen.
Panelist, is the cake animal?
Chairman, human.
Human.
Alive.
Alive.
The chairman is a male.
Not necessarily. 3 questions. No, it's not.
Human title.
A human title. 4 questions.
Chairman, 1 word.
1 word? No.
2 words.
5 questions. 2 words. 6 questions.
So, Chairman, is it a human title and as a result of occupying an office in government?
Well, there are many levels. A human title, yes, I already said so. Earned as a result of occupying an office. Yes, put your hands together for them. That is 7 questions. An office in government, I'm afraid no. 8 questions.
The chairman, he asked 1 question.
Well, that's how it came into my ear, so I was just trying to help him. 8 questions, panelists. And we're grateful to sponsors, those who have made this edition of the program possible. The moment we decided that this was going to be tilted in honor of First Lady Martha Udom Emmanuel, we reached out to a number of persons. Fortunately, about 5 of them said yes to us. I'd like to start with the Right Honorable Speaker, Niekan Basi of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Also, Comrade Emmanuel, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Information and Strategy. Also, my board chairman at Akwa Ibom State Primary Health Care Development Agency, Dr. Martin Akpan. Also, there is Dr. Frank Udo Ekpenyong, who is a consultant to the Akwa Ibom State government on Akwa GIS. And then, of course, Chief Mrs. General Amba, who just left. You know, she's SSA to the governor on SMEs. Yes, back to you.
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
This human title, does it have anything to do with Her Excellency?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. 9 questions. Yes, it has. Remember, I think at some point of the program, we took a human title that showed her position in the family. All right? We even took a place to show you where she grew up, when her parents, after she had been born, decided to go abroad, to go to the United States to pursue further studies. So this human title, why do you think it will be on the program? Thank you, great people, for turning out. Mr. Sylvester Oko.
Mr. Chairman, it will still look at it, will still go back to Fereb.
Mr. Xavier Udofia, yes, go ahead.
It will be wrong, it will still go back to Fereb.
Fereb. Fereb is far off. I don't know, you keep talking about, and that's what we do. That's the injustice, that's the disservice we do to most of those who do well in public office. We don't seem to remember their Old Testament. You know, we just think that only their New Testament or their current testament exists. No. Go back. Leave Fereb.
These
10
two
questions,
word
panelists.
Objects. Is Excellency one of them?
Excellency. Okay, you're looking for 2 words. Yes. Excellency. Excellency.
Is
11
Excellency
questions.
One of them, Mr. Chairman?
No, it's not. 11 questions. Pastor Victor Peters, thank you for coming here.
Could this title be found in our family?
She took it there, of course. It's found there. 12 questions.
The Chairman, you say she took
questions.
this from the family.
No, she took this to the family. It's a prize.
Okay.
It's a prize.
To her family.
Yes. 12 questions. I also know that Didion Bassi is the class governor for Michael Bush Mentoring Academy. And he's here with his deputy governor, Udom Estate, and then, of course, other members of the class. You know, very nice that they are here. My mentees proper.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Is this something she carries as an official title as we speak?
No. You wouldn't even know. Well, perhaps by looking at her, you know that this lady, if we dig deeper, perhaps she was this, but it's not something she tries to show off, you know. And that's something about her. She has tremendous quality. She never shows off one of them. I remember being invited by then chairman of Ikonon local government, the Right Honorable Itoro Kolumba, to some events. They were doing an event. They were empowering young people And Her Excellency, the First Lady, was there first. She went to the market to inaugurate the market that the chairman had done. And then later, they went to the council hall where Her Excellency was supposed to empower nearly 500 men and women, children, you know, and all of that. So my thing was that where she totally won, you know, just won me over like that, was a time came when she needed to show humility. She showed uncanny humility. Then along the line, she needed to give awards. Do you understand? There were prizes to be given to all of those people there. And she said, okay, because she can't do it for everyone, she would just do 1, 2, 3. They started protesting. You know, you would marvel at how she switched from being a mother, a quiet, humble woman, to just being a hard woman who wanted to bring back control. She said, no, that would not happen. And the moment she did that, everyone just sat up, because you know how we ride roughshod over humble people. And then later it came, they said, oh, Your Excellency, the event has ended. She sat from start to finish of the event. When the event ended and everyone rose so that she would leave. Normally, the way they leave, they just leave as if nobody's in that hall. You know what she did? She took an envelope. She wanted to give things to, I think, the paramount ruler and the traditional rulers who was there. It's an image, this happened like in 2017, I can never forget it, or 2018. But it's been 4 years or so. She took an envelope, she took it by herself. What they would have done, what they do here, because once you hold political office, you are the biggest thing since ice cream, you are the best thing since ice cream, just to hand it over to anybody, go and give to that. You know what she did? They are taking her out, she's part of the team, they are leaving that hall, she broke away, and she went alone and knelt down before the paramount ruler. That image has never left my mind, and handed over that gift, quietly, beautifully. Please give another round of applause. 13 questions, panelists. I hope my story helped you in a way or two. It's just to teach that no matter who you are, just show humility. Yes, sir.
These 2 words, does it have to do with the feminine gender?
Yes, it has. Yes. 14 questions. It's a word that women, girls use to torment men and boys. 14 questions. And we prefer them so, yes.
Is woman one of the words?
No. 15 questions. Well, as a pastor, Dr. Esenukpe, I would advise that as pastors, you and Savior Ekpe should stay out of the matter and allow the one that is there, who is not a pastor, to unravel this, because it's for them. It's for people like him. Well, some pastors too, my
So while we're waiting for him to
14 questions, panelists, yes. While waiting for him, yes.
Let's look at the word virtue.
Virtuous, yeah? Virtue or virtuous?
Virtue.
Virtue, okay.
Yeah. Is it one of the words?
No, it's not. 15 questions. 15 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, you said she brought this
to her family.
She brought it, it came with her.
Yes. And you still can see her. When you look at her and you have those kind of eyes, you would understand that, oh, yeah. 15 questions. 15 questions, panelists. The program is 20 questions. Bush House, Nigeria.
We just established that she came from royalty.
Aha.
And the actions you have described,
yes,
are the actions of the royal.
Absolutely.
Mr. Chairman, are we looking for a word that has roots in royalty?
Yeah, somehow, even though we've bastardized it, as we have done everything else in Nigeria, yeah. For you to be this, you gotta be first well-trained, should have come from that kind of organized home. But, I don't know, 16 questions, panelists.
16 questions, give us some insight.
Yes, it's there. As I take it from the point of looks. Looks.
Physical appearance. 16
questions, yes.
Physical appearance.
It's not even physical appearance. Yes, physical appearance is part of it, but it's really this one. Aha. But Her Excellency asks all, what prize can you win just because you have the right looks and you have some brains to the mix?
Mr. Chairman.
Be careful. 16 questions.
Is the word beauty one of the words?
It is not there directly. It is not there as in beauty. That would be too kindergartenish, you know. But
is it synonymous?
17 questions.
Another question.
17 questions. 17 questions. Yeah. Beauty is there. It's all over the word. But why do you need to mention it? It's too easy for you. Beauty is all over that word. It's even there. Look at them. 17 questions, panelists. The program is 20 questions. A Bush House Nigeria production. We've been doing this, by the way, for nearly 25 years.
Mr. Chairman, is cultured one of these words?
Aha. So you have left beauty now to go to culture. Okay, 18 questions. Beauty is there. Oh. Don't say that I didn't tell you that beauty is there. Beauty is there. Oh.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes. Be careful. You know, Michaela is there, your daughter. By the way, he just recently had a baby girl.
She's 6 months today.
His first child. 6 months today?
Yeah.
Wow. And named her after me. Please give him a round of applause. Michaela Chimamanda. Yes. 18 questions.
Mr. Chairman, are we looking for, let's risk it, 18 questions?
Yes, 18 questions.
Mr. Chairman, are we looking for beauty queen?
Beauty queen. I'm betrayed. I'm betrayed again. Well, questions.
The one thing that has always stood out for you in 20 questions?
The depth, it's the intellectual content, it's the suspense.
Very exciting, intellectually tasking. I don't want to miss any other session.
The intellectual titillation of people, the capacity for people to learn.
It's something that evokes your creativity, ingenuity. This is one program we treasure because it's one program that you learn a lot from.
Absolutely flabbergasted.
I thought I could dribble them some more, but my audience had other ideas. Most of us would not know, but most of us may know just by looking at Her Excellency, First Lady Martha Udom Emmanuel. While she was in the university, she won and she became a beauty queen. That's what we're looking for. She took part in a pageant, and I'm happy that she won. She had everything to win that. So, Mystery Voice, quickly. Object number 3.
Lagos State University, LASU. Lagos State University, LASU.
Finalists, vegetable mineral with strong human connection.
So, Chairman, a place?
A place!
African place?
An African place!
A Nigerian place?
A Nigerian place. 3 questions. Yes.
Can we find a place in Akwa Ibom State?
Can we find the place in Akwa Ibom? No. 4 questions.
So, Chairman, is it a geographic location?
A geographic location?
Yes, a place we can find on the map.
Yes. As if I didn't know. You've come. I know you're a master and an expert when it comes to geography, but we managed. I passed it when it came to my O level. So, yeah, place you can find in the map. Can you find it in the map like that? Yes. On the map, yeah. 5 questions. Think about it.
This place, is it in South?
South?
Yeah.
Of what?
Of Nigeria.
Did we cut it down to Nigeria?
Yes, we did.
Okay, South, no. 6 questions.
Southwest Nigeria?
Southwest, yes, Southwest.
Is it in Lagos State?
In Lagos State.
Are we looking for Lagos State?
Are we looking for
Lagos State?
Even if it was for rushing the chairman too much, even if it was Lagos State, I would have said no. But fortunately, it's not Lagos State. 8 questions, 9 now. I wish I could say 10 even. You got too fast there.
Mr. Chairman, let's still stay with Lagos State.
Yeah, but be careful. Be careful. You got also to look at other areas. Yes. Got also to look at the church, look at, it's too early, you guys. And I'm sure you know speed kills. 9 questions, panelists.
So, Mr. Chairman, are you looking for Lagos State?
I thought he asked that.
He said no.
I said no. I still stand by no. But 10 questions, no.
So are you looking for an institution?
An institution.
So are you looking for a financial institution?
A financial institution. Yes, because Governor Udom Emmanuel is a financial whiz-kid, right? No. 12 questions. We're not looking for a financial institution.
So, are you looking for a religious institution?
Are we looking for a religious institution? I think so, but no.
Is that an academic institution?
Academic! 14 questions.
The chairman, is it a tertiary institution?
Tertiary institution.
Somebody already said Lagos. So can we
15 questions.
University of Lagos then?
University of Lagos. Why? Is that the only tertiary institution you have there?
It's just a question.
16 questions now. Remember, the First Lady set out quite well, went to primary school. I guess one of the primary schools because her parents were always moving. You know, I guess she did more than one primary school. But she went to a primary school. The one that I guess she finished at would have been a primary school in Uyo. Then from there to CCC. We all know about CCC because she's been huge on CCC. And this is a challenge to Her Excellency, First Lady Udom Emmanuel, to also bring her primary school into the news as well, if it is still there. Because that's another challenge. Perhaps it's not still there. But she's been massive when it comes to CCC. And you can see all the old students there also, you know, doing so well for themselves and doing so well for humanity. Then from there, she went to the University of Uyo, Department of Biochemistry. That's where Excellency was as an undergrad. That's some information you should have because you may need it in the course of the program. And then went on to this university where she had an MBA. You know, it's amazing how studious, how educated she is, even though she doesn't show. And I know that she also went to, I think it's Institute of Oceanography, something like that, where she studied something about aquaculture or something, you know. But let's get back to what we're looking for.
You have not answered the question, Mr.
What was the question now?
University of Lagos.
University of Lagos, 15 questions, no, I'm afraid.
The chairman, Lagos State University.
Lagos State, was Her Excellency at Lagos State University? Are you just saying it because you need to ask me questions, or you know it because I don't see the knowledge on your faces?
Mr. Chairman, our place is to ask you questions.
Okay.
While you have to answer.
Okay, so if I say no, you go to look for another institution.
Another institution.
Okay. Her Excellency has an MBA that she took from LASU, Lagos State University. So that's about that. We've come full cycle, I guess, on this edition of the program. Yes. 3 over 3. I am excited. Yes, put your hands together for them.